Hi, everyone. This is Steve Delisant, and thank you for joining us for this week's editions of CEOs You Should Know. I am joined by Charles Gamarekian, the CEO of Cambridge Pavers. Charles, thanks for having us today.
Thanks for inviting me in.
Great to see you. Great to have you here. Love the energy right off the bat. So let's dive into it. I'd love for you to really kick it off and tell all of our listeners just a little bit about your background and your journey that got you to the CEO position.
Yeah, so my background is finance, my master's in finance, and I was in the investment field for a while. And as things progressed in the oil field, did a lot of different disciplines, and I ended up getting involved in real estate development.
Okay.
And a concrete products magazine passed my desk, and I was looking at it, and it advertised the machinery that made concrete paving stones. My first thought was, boy, these paving stones would be great for my developments, residential, commercial developments, for the walkways and parking lots. So I called up the person who put the ad in, the machine manufacturer, said, I want to see how these things are made. So within about the week, I was on a plane down to West Palm Beach, spent the day at a manufacturing facility.
Wow.
And I never manufactured. I said, this thing is going to change the way people think about paving. So forget about using it for my development.
Yep.
I need to really look to see if I want to get into this industry. So the next 6 months, I called people worldwide, manufacturers in this country and in every country that manufactures, which is literally the entire world, along with machine people who manufacture the machinery to make these concrete products, to learn about the process, what it takes, what's involved. At the same time, I said, am I getting all wrapped up in this? Can I really market and sell this product? So I did some trade shows. There were some other manufacturers making the products. So believe it or not, I got their stones. I rented out booth space, architectural shows, engineering shows, homeowner shows. Set up a booth, put a name on it. Still had no clue. I knew enough about it from all the questioning on how these are installed, what they're used for, all the technical stuff.
Yep.
And every contact I made, whether it was developers, home builders, homeowners, specifiers, engineers, landscape architects, they loved it. I said that was it.
That gave you the confidence to keep going, right?
So with that, I pressed the button, did the financing, and put a plant up.
That's awesome.
That's I started the journey in 1980, end of 1983, ordered my machine 1985, and I was producing by August of 1985.
That's awesome.
Never
So
looked back.
You trusted your gut when you saw that magazine, and you went for that dream. That's a really inspiring story. Was there one moment along all those different trade shows that you were like, I'm onto something. This is going to be big?
Well, first of all, I believed in myself and my gut right from the beginning.
Yeah.
But it was just reinforced
100%.
over and over again. There was no negative, a lot of questions about the use and installation technical stuff, which even at that time I was able to respond to. So just reinforced by all the people I engaged with.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a cool journey. What's evolved with yourself and with the company since that day one that you guys opened the door until today?
Well, I mean, number one, most importantly, I guess, for any company is build a good, strong team, around
Absolutely.
you, which was important. And to never lose sight of what I do every day and what my team members do every day, and that's manufacture a concrete product, whether it's paving stones or wall stones, or now we're into these outdoor components, kitchens and combination peats and fireplaces. It's got to be quality.
Yep.
It's got to be quality. Each and every piece, each and every product that leaves our company. That was most important. And once you achieve that, well, you can't keep it a secret. You've got to go out and market it. But don't lose sight, and we're a 24/7 operations, 7 plants operating 24/7 out of the year. We close for some maintenance for 1 month, January, normally of the year, and just stay focused. And many times people have come to me to maybe step outside of my core products and production to get involved in something else, but stayed the course.
That's
Stayed
awesome.
the course, and it's been very rewarding. Professionally, listen, My dad taught me, don't worry about the profits. If you do things right consistently, it'll come back to you.
Yep. You could tell by how you're explaining it that you're very prideful of the product, and that comes through. So, congrats on that. I think I know the answer to this because you define that it's really about the quality, right? What else separates you guys from other competitors?
Besides just the quality, it's got to be consistent
Hmm.
service. You've got to be proactive. If issues arise, you've got to come up with solutions, and never forget the customer does not need you. He's got other choices. You've got to treat that customer like every order is the first order we received. And we just try to continuously, and that starts with me all the way down through 350 people that are with us now.
That's awesome. One of the first things you said is all about the team, right? So that those principles follow through. How do you, as the CEO and the leader for the last few years, really have fostered the company's culture?
Well, you know what? My hands are in everything, probably too much so. Micromanaged to a point. I've been trying to delegate a little bit more, and that's been successful. So it's accountability, I guess, is what's really set me apart, where it's not just giving a directive or setting up a policy or a procedure within the company, holding people accountable
Yep.
constantly and make everything time sensitive.
Mhm.
So if I've been successful in getting my senior managers not to just go to one of their direct reports and say, I'm going to expect this report or this project. This is yours. Well, end of sentence. It needs to be done by this
Yep.
date. If you're uncomfortable with the date, tell me why. And if I don't hear from you, better be done on that day.
Yep.
So that I think is something I bring to the table each and every day, and my folks know that. I expect,
100%.
and they should expect it from them.
Yep. You're providing consumers with a top line product, and you need your team to have a top line service too.
Second part of your question was what sets us apart from our competition besides just quality?
Yep.
We have a technology that we really have become expert in. It's called ArmorTech, and it's homeowners, municipal engineers, developers. They specify their product because of aesthetics,
Sure.
the vibrant colors, the smooth textures, and it's a substantial investment. Well, they don't realize the durability of the product and of the system. It'll outlast asphalt and concrete. And wall systems. I mean, they're far beyond any other paving product or any wall product. But the ArmorTech that we put in maintains that surface smoothness and that color for decades. And I think people who spec it or people who have it in their backyards deserve to have that. So if anything, one thing has set us apart is ArmorTech.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, to your point, obviously, if you're going to invest in it, right, you want to make sure it lasts for a long time. Especially in the tri-state, we go through all different seasons of weather and stuff, so it's really important to make sure, to your earlier point, the quality is there. And it sounds like ArmorTech is one of those secret ingredients that helps you guys do just that.
And you've got to do that every day. I mean, it's not just a matter of the machinery, it's experienced, and we have a depth of operators. We always have 2 or 3 ready to step in for anyone. It's like a chef with his sauce. And that's what these guys are about. It's never compromising. I mean, to make these concrete products, it's different gradations of sand, gravel, cement,
Hmm.
and color. And don't compromise that to save
Yeah.
some money. Stay the course.
Yeah, best quality possible. Absolutely. So you guys have a really strong presence, right? Cambridge Pavers has a really strong presence within the market. How do you guys continue to maintain that and stay top of mind to so many consumers?
Well, our selling marketing model is only through distributors.
Hmm.
So if a homeowner wants it has to go to an authorized Cambridge dealer. If it's specified by an architect or engineer for the sidewalks of New York City, it's got to go through a authorized dealer. We spend a lot of time in training our dealers, and most importantly, their contractor customers. Most of these products that we sell are installed professionally, so we have programs throughout the year. We're in front of tens of thousands of contractors, 3, 4 hours at a time, teaching them, not just teaching them the craft, which they're good at,
Hmm.
to be better business people, to be better salespeople. So at the same time, we've got a pretty good TV presence. Right now, we're marketing in 20 states, from Cleveland down to South Carolina, up to Maine, and everything in between. So we do a pretty extensive TV buy
Okay.
in all those markets, and we also have a tremendous co-op program where the dealer gets the opportunity to earn money on his purchases of our product, which we will take that money in the bank and run his TV commercials. We select it all, what has to be marketed, but he gets some branding at the same time.
Very nice. Yeah, now hopefully we're helping you get into some people's ears through the podcast as well.
Absolutely.
Through the airwaves here in the tri-state.
You know, we don't sell at all direct. All our marketing is a branding initiative, and people go to the website, they're directed to a dealer.
Yep.
So that's our only outlet to the market. And you can't get enough branding. Can't get enough media, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
you know,
It's a great brand and very well known.
2008 and 2007, we didn't know if there was going to be a huge financial collapse, not just in this country, but worldwide. Banks were failing. Folks didn't have work in 2008. Well, I doubled down. I doubled my marketing, bought another plant, brought on 20 new products, and I would go home at night and say, boy, are you doing the right thing here? I mean, this makes sense. And we doubled in sales in 2008. Money came out of the woodwork in the residential marketplace. People said, I want to do my backyards. I want to do my home. Roll forward to COVID, when folks were literally home.
Stuck at home.
Unprecedented. You know about all the stories, supply chain, no one could. People are home. Say, I'm home. I'm going to get this project done. I want to reinvest in my home and extend my indoors to the outdoors and do these full outdoor living rooms. And that's my products.
That's awesome. Well, congrats on that success.
Yeah.
Well, the landscape market is evolving, right? And I know you mentioned earlier you guys are expanding outside of just the pavers, right? I think you mentioned fireplaces and more. What does that evolution look like for Cambridge Pavers, and what's next for the industry?
Well, this outside landscaping, and my products are referred to as hardscaping, raises the value of a home anywhere between 15 and 20%. And that's from associations, that's not from Cambridge. And folks are realizing now, it's not a matter of making a decision. Should I buy the furniture or buy the car or invest in my home? And invest in the outdoors where I can literally use it all 4 seasons. Trends. Folks go away on a vacation for maybe 2 weeks a year, a lot of anxiety, flights, and expense. Well, why not create that resort in your backyard? Use it 52 weeks a year.
Yep.
Even here in the Northeast.
That's true.
There's products, pavilions, and stuff to help with that inclement weather. So that trend is just blossoming. To this day, I said in 85 when I started to produce, and I say it now with all the speeches I give, this industry is still in its infancy. Miles and miles to go.
What do you think's next?
Next for us is to expand beyond our present footprint.
Okay.
I'm in the business to look to acquire. I can acquire in California, Florida. A few things we're looking at now, but next thing will be we're ready to close on a piece of property in North Carolina, put a plant down there.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's all good stuff.
Love that mentality going forward. Since in 2008, you trusted your gut, right? You opened that extra plan, and it sounds like you're just continuing to do so.
And you take risk all the way. Any successful CEO knows there's a degree. You try to measure it, but go with that gut.
Yeah, it's been working out, so let's keep it going. You mentioned about, obviously during COVID and even today, people are trying to improve their homes, right? They want to invest in their properties. They want to better their living situations. To your point, making a resort in their own backyard, right? 52 weeks a week that they could use. Can you elaborate on other outdoor living trends and homeowner project planning that's going on right now in the industry?
Outside of the outside, folks, they realize this investment in their homes, how vital it is. It's something, in most cases, the biggest investment they'll ever make. So whether it's from new facades, inside work, but more of that is being devoted to the outdoors, and it's functional outdoor. These folks are asking themselves, how do I want to entertain my family, my friends outdoors? You plan the inside of your house functional, right? A kitchen, maybe a playroom, TV room, dining room, all to serve a function. Same thing on the outside. Do you enjoy grilling? Do you enjoy cooking? Do you enjoy water features, fire features? You want to be protected from inclement weather or a place for kids to go, put up a pavilion. Our pavers are inside, a fireplace, maybe some heating elements, place where the kids can go, or you can dine, you can have your work meetings, or just unwind the end of the day. So fire pits, they just bring the emotions out.
Absolutely.
All fire, all water. I mean, there's up here, I've been to many holiday parties where the fire will be blazing. I'm talking cold weather, and maybe cocktails out by that fireplace.
Absolutely.
Exit back inside the house, and that fire's still ablazing, and folks are by the windows enjoying it. And it's better for people to be outdoors than indoors, right? Think about it. I mean, you feel better about being in the
100%.
outdoors when you're going on that 2-week vacation. It's either at the beach or on a mountain skiing. Outside.
Yep.
You know, you rent that hotel room, you're sleeping in it, and that's about it. But outside of that, and that's what we're seeing as a trend. Folks want to do in their own residences.
Yeah, I completely agree. There's nothing like sitting around a fire pit at the end of a day. So
with a cocktail, especially.
yeah,
right?
especially
That
with a
helps.
cocktail. Absolutely. My gut tells me you probably have one of the nicest backyards I probably would ever see in my life as well.
I am the shoemaker with holes in the shoe. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you. What have we not talked about that you want all of our listeners to know?
They should really consider the outdoors of their houses to utilize it. Combination of what I make and sell with beautiful flowers and great plantings. Be out there and enjoy life. But you can do that every day when you come home. You don't have to be inside in front of your TV. You can be outside enjoying in that, but enjoying it with your family. So
I'm sold.
That's my
I
advice.
couldn't agree more. How can our listeners find out more about Cambridge Pavers?
CambridgePavers.com. It shows all our products. You can find a dealer by putting in their zip code. They could fill out a form, and a contractor will contact them within 72 hours, come out and chat with them about their dream. What's great about it, it may sound like it's expensive, whether it's a pool or the pavilion or pavers, walls, seating walls, and all those components. It could be done over phases. You can start off with a patio, year 2, add the fireplace, and build and build. Textures and colors will match. Just make sure you share it with your contractor. This is where I want to be. Could be 10 years from now.
Make sure you get that Armor Tech.
That's absolutely.
That's right. All right. So, listeners, make sure you guys tune in. Right now is the perfect time to upgrade your backyard. The warm months are ahead of us. Charles, it was an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, please tune in for the next episode of CEOs You Should Know.
Thank you.